Now we shall understand what the Bytello DMS is. Bytello DMS is a device management system which allows users or an IT admin to control and monitor the displays from the remote location irrespective of their network connection. It allows the user to send the remote commands like power on, power off, and the screen lock, and many other things. We can publish the notice in the form of text, audio, as well as video content. We can share the file with the IFPDs of a different formats: PDF, PPT, text, images, and so on. And it also allows the IT admin or a user to install the different applications or update the softwares and the firmware into the IFPD from the remote location. Now we're going to learn how to manage the devices using the Bytello DMS. How to use the Bytello DMS and what are its advantages. Bytello DMS, basically, as we discussed earlier, it's gonna allow us to control the devices remotely. So how to do that? For that we need to make a login to the Bytello DMS. So go to any browser, type Bytello DMS, click on this website, it will take us to the home page. Here we need to put our credentials. So we have already put our credentials. I will just click on this, I accept these conditions, and make a login. So once we click on a login, we're gonna see the different commands at the right top corner and at the left as well. So here when we click on this dashboard, we are able to see the trend or the graph, we can say. So for how much amount of the time the IFPDs has been used. When you click on the manage, there are two things. One is devices and the groups. So devices are the one which are enrolled under the Bytello DMS. So we have enrolled 2 devices, so there are 2 devices available, and now we can group these devices into different categories, because sometimes we want to push notifications for certain IFPDs, and for another occasion we want to push the notification for some IFPDs. So we can group them instead of choosing manually. So let's go to the devices. If you want to send any notifications, or if you want to push any file, multimedia and everything, we need to select for which device you need to send. Then only the select command will get activated. Now I have selected room 1, okay, and I can select the room 2, but the commands will not reach to that device because it's in offline mode. We can send to the commands only the device which is online. Let's click on select command. Now here we are going to see the different commands. First the first column you're going to see, those are all related to the device control, and the next which are all related to the multimedia notices, and the last those are device settings. When the device is in a sleep mode, right, we can turn on this by clicking on power on, and you can set a schedule when you want to turn on that particular device. So we don't need to turn on manually. If the class starts at exactly 10 AM, let's say in the morning, we can set the schedule and automatically the IFPD will get turned. And if you want to show some video at that particular moment, if the teachers are not there in the classroom, or if you want to manually control the IFPD, you can control by using by a remote control power on command. We'll send this. Once we send this, the device will get turned on. Since already our device is turned on, we don't need to turn on. Next, power off. The same thing goes for the power off. We can set a schedule. Once we send this notification, the IFPD will receive the notification. We can see the device received a power off command, right? It's gonna get shut down within 30 seconds, but we'll cancel it because we want to use that IFPD as of now. Then the screen off. The screen off is something similar to the sleep mode. Once we click on this, we can set a schedule and we can send a notification. We can send this command to get the screen get off. Again, it's gonna get turned off in 30 seconds. We'll cancel this out. Then reboot, the same thing. When you want to restart the system, we can just click on the reboot and set the command. These are simple and easy to use for the teachers. Now bells, how this bells gonna help us? We have got a physical bells in our classrooms, right? Sometimes the attendants might not be available to bell the ring, right? So in that case, we can have this virtual bells where we can set a schedule every day, like Monday, Tuesday, Saturday. From Monday to Saturday, you can say, and the bells will automatically ring once the time is up. See, we can set up for recurring or the timed. You can set for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, add a time. So you can add a multiple bells on a particular day itself, like multiple bells, because there will be 7 periods. So the 7 periods will be ending. We can set a time for all the 7 periods. So let's set this for 10 seconds. Siren. You can choose the particular ringtone, whichever you want, and send this. So the bell is ringing now for the 10 seconds. Then the same with the screen lock. If students are misusing the devices when the teacher is not available in the class, we can screen lock the display from the remote location itself. So, or else whenever you want to screen lock this at a particular time, we can set the schedule from when to when you want to lock the screen, from now to what time, right? So let's say 2:34, that is 14:34. Okay, and send this command. Once I send this command, from now to till 2:34 the device will be locked. Once 2:34 is done, we'll be able to see that the IFPD getting unlocked. Then comes the multimedia messages. These multimedia messages allows the users or a IT admin basically to push the emergency notifications or any of the achievements of the students, or let's say achievements of Indian at different fields. Very important things can be shared with the students immediately, like exam registration dates, sports registration dates, or for the annual gathering dates. Whatever the notice might be there, we can send them virtually through text, video, audio, as well as the image format. So let's see for the text. So I'm typing, hello children, please gather in the ground for the Children's Day celebration. Okay, we have done this. You can set a schedule as well whenever you want to send these messages. Again, in all the commands, in all the multimedia push, we can set a schedule. We'll send this. Once we send this, the notice will appear on the top of the screen. We can see that it's coming on the top of the screen. So this is regarding the text media. Similarly, we can push a multimedia. Multimedia includes audio, video, text, and PDF formats as well. We can push the different kinds of files using the multimedia. Even we can install the applications as well using this multimedia content. Let's click on multimedia. We all know that India has successfully landed soft landed on the moon. So if you want to share this with the students, because it's a very important news for the Indians, so let's share this news with all the students so they will be happy once they see this. So we have selected a file related to that. You can set a schedule again and send this. We can from now to till 2:37 we'll keep this timing. Okay, send it. So the image will pop up on the screen, right? ISRO has done achievement, right, by soft landing on the moon. So we have sent. Similarly, we can publish other things like text, images, videos, PDF files, and other things as well. Suppose if we want to install any of the applications, let's say, for that we'll click on file, publish. So I want to install a particular app. Okay, I would like to install coding app. I will send this. Here it will take a certain amount of a time to get installed. Now we can see that in all the apps there is no coding C application. Once the installation is done, we would be able to see that the app has been installed. Then similarly we can publish the URL as well. Any YouTube videos or something you want to show, we can save the URLs of those that, and we can push into the IFPDs. And there are other ways of controlling the devices, like for example, if you want to change the wallpaper, we can click on wallpaper. You can choose a custom, or we can choose the particular things we want. So let's keep a Milky Way galaxy as this wallpaper. Send this. Okay, so we'll choose Milky Way galaxy and send this. Now here we're going to see that the wallpaper of the IFPD has got changed. Similarly, we can change a boot logo as well. So boot logo appears once we are turning on the device. Similarly, along with this, we can see what are all the firmware updates, software updates available in this section, and from remote location we can update the firmware of the IFPD from any location. So let's say if there are 25 devices in the school, we can install all the apps, or we can install firmware or update the firmwares in all the devices at a single click. In the record section, we'll be able to see what's our history, what are our commands, whatever the commands we have given to the IFPD, this will be there. In schedule, we'll be able to see what are the upcoming the things or upcoming commands that we are sending it to the IFPD. In the action log, we can export all the commands which we have given to the IFPD in the Excel format. Resources, here we'll be getting a 20 GB of a cloud storage, where we'll be able to save the images, videos, audios, and whenever it feels necessary, we can directly push them into the IFPDs. In the system, here you're gonna see the basic settings, that the user manage organization settings like password, file name, everything you can change them here. In the alert section, whenever there is an emergency or something you want to share which is very important, we can send this alert. So there is something danger, let's say there is an earthquake, let's say for an example, and we can send this to the students so they can evacuate themselves from the classroom immediately. So an alert has been sent to the IFPDs. Students can make a notice of this and they can take a required action, and we'll cancel this alert now. And similarly, if you want to enroll any devices, you just need to go to this and you will be getting a different procedure how to enroll and unroll the IFPDs. In the information center, you'll be getting the information related if any notifications comes, if any changes comes. So this will show all the new updates and the notifications. Here it's our profile where we'll be able to see how much of a days of a licensing remaining, and the rest of the settings we are able to see in this